Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. That's cause for mild irritation. Aimed in towards the centre. Vinicius Junior. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. Looks for the finish. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Camavinga tries to clear. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, good-looking ball. France have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Thuram. Big chance, must be! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Well, I don't think he's going to be delighted at being substituted at this stage, especially when you consider the position they're in. He'll be a bit miffed about this, yeah.
And we have the first dead ball. Oh, Lisa! It's bounced back off the post. Modric. Eder Militao. It's Camavinga. Eder Militao. That has been cut short. Thuram. So nearly the perfect ball. Modric. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Olise. Tchouaméni gets good distance on it. France have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Thuram, looking tidy in possession here. It's out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Camavinga. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Well, that has not gone well. Rabiot.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Bellingham. And back to the goalkeeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rabiot. Madrid have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Modric. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rabiot. Olise. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Tchouaméni clears it away. Out of play for a throw. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Thuram. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Thuram. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is a brilliant interception. Koundé. Tchouaméni. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Cleared without complication. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. France looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know.
Heads it! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Hernandez.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And through to the goalkeeper. No way through there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Somewhat off target. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He has found the way through. Mbappe. Carvajal.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Olise. Rabiot. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Koundé cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards, and it's Rabiot.
France really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball. France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Now Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
France surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
And here's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And they're back on the ball again. It's a pretty loose pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. They'll have one final crack at it. Olise. He's got a side of goal. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Mbappe. Camavinga gets over and intercepts.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent hit! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Madrid Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Always onto this. Oh, what a climb! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Olise. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's found a way. Mbappe! Sticks it away! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Thuram. It's a sweet ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. He's got Camavinga! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
He could be in here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. First quarter of an hour gone. Olise. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Goes in for the header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France with the corner, they're first. He rises! And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham, brilliantly cut out. Tchouaméni, Olise. That's an excellent interception. Great chance! Camavinga, and that's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Thuram. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Mbappe, and he has been fouled there. Olise is behind this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Carvajal is there, and he can get that clear. Mbappe hits one! He's got a goal! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
It's skewed away. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Rabiot. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Has a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Thuram driving forward. Hernandez.
Oh, really well played.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here? So what can they come up with here? So third corner of the game. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again, then. Camavinga. Hernandez. Mbappe. Mbappe. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Thuram. And that could set him on his way. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. In with a header! In for the pieces! They are rampant! And surely that settles it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
He's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Well read, nice interception. Camavinga. And it's Rabiot. France finding their passes. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Aims beyond the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Clips it so gently.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Thuram. Bellingham. Valverde. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Alaba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Olise. Rabiot, who does have an assist to his name. This is promising. Modric. Valverde. And he was quick to react. Olise. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Eder Militao. Valverde. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Camavinga. Rabiot. Bellingham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Thuram. Olise. Camavinga. Bellingham.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid are having a ball here. Olise. Now it's Thuram. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Olise. Carvajal, and the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni. Well read, and the danger is averted. Modric. Carvajal. Upamecano. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Well, that has not gone well. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Dembele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Look at the space here. Vinicius Junior! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Rodrigo, over to the other side. Konate gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga.
Rodrigo really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
Okay, interesting. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Carvajal, and that interception was most necessary. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Olise. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tchouaméni. Thuram! Thuram! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mendy with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Carvajal. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Dembele. Olise. Has a go! Oh, good delivery, almost a perfect outcome.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Tchouaméni. And it's Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. Carvajal. Now it's Camavinga. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Looking for options for movement. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde. It's Camavinga. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Carvajal made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Shapes to shoot! Goal, France! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rodrigo, and here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's good vision. Rudiger. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Mendy goes on a charge down the left. And he was quick to react. Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Heading backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Camavinga. Rudiger. And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
France lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Can he spark a counter here? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Camavinga. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. He is through here. And the shot! He has done it! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Valverde. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe! He scores! And the comeback is complete. Not a dare.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many
Challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Dembele. Carvajal getting this one clear.
France showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played into the box.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11 será sustituido por el dorsal 30.
Mendy. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Valverde. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Eder Militao with the clearance. And it's Conte.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Eder Militao. Mendy. Rudiger. Chouameni. Eder Militao. France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Great ball if he can get there. Eder Militao makes the interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 2, serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 17.
And no, that was never going to make it. He's through here. He can get that clear. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
France need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Brahim Diaz. Well read, nice interception.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, important interception. Lucas Vazquez. That's the throw. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Valverde has created. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Gomez. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, super find. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, what has happened here? He might be in here! Oh, look at the space here. Played out to the right. Here's the cross. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Gomez. He is through here. Quarter of an hour played.